Hello, all you beautiful people. This is Intentional Healing, and I am Nicole Bridger. As you can see, I'm in a different location today. I'm in Ubud, Bali, taking a sound healing course, which has been incredible. Very excited to share that with all of you. Today, I want to talk about oneness, essentially. Of course, like many of you right now, with what's going on in the world, starting with COVID and now with Black Lives Matters, there's a lot of conversation going on, and a lot of things coming up to the surface that can be uncomfortable. And today I want to speak to those of us that for a long time have believed in being good people, have believed in diversity and oneness, perhaps identify as anti-racist, and a little idea that that can trip us up a little bit. So something that that we often do, especially as light holders or healers, or just people trying to be good in the world, is that we can feel a need to protect ourselves, surround ourselves with like-minded people. And when someone contradicts or questions our beliefs, that we can have a tendency to push them out. I know for myself, for example, if I met somebody who was racist, that I would say they're not safe, keep away from them, judge them and push them away. And what has happened is that this has created more separateness, and in my opinion, it's why we haven't healed this piece yet as a collective. As a collective, there is still this underlying belief, this subconscious belief of separateness, of grouping together with like people, that there's some kind of safety in that. And this is a very normal human trait to find people like you. But one thing that I feel is really important to talk about right now is that you cannot win judgment with judgment. You cannot win prejudice with prejudice. So if you are identifying yourself as a good person that believes in inclusivity, that wants to do the right thing for all, then I would encourage you, when confronted with someone with different beliefs than your own, to not simply judge them and push them out. But how we win, it's still a sort of fighting word, it's like how we heal this collective wound, is with compassion and curiosity. By asking, why someone has the beliefs that they have. And in order to do this, we must first be quite healed in ourselves. The work first lies in ourselves to ask ourselves, why when somebody has a different opinion than us, that we must push them away. Why it's okay to judge people with that hold beliefs of hate. If we believe that judgment is not helpful, then it's not, just judge the bad guys, that's okay. We must hold that true for everyone. And that is to truly stand in a space of believing in oneness. Now, I'm not saying that performing hate crimes is okay, but what I am saying is that we learn to have compassion while holding our firm beliefs, while saying, stop, that's not okay, and let me understand. It's very similar to parenting, for example. Holding a space of unconditional love for your child helps them as they are trying to shift. So if your child is afraid of making the wrong choice or making a mistake, then they will retreat and not feel safe. But if you hold the line firm with love and compassion, saying, hey, it's not okay to hit your friend, but let me give you a big hug and I love you, and let's help you to understand. It's not saying, I love you, it's okay to hit your friend, don't worry. It's saying, it's not okay, and you still deserve love. Because what we do by saying, it's not okay, and you're a bad person, is that we don't actually help them to learn and to grow. So if you are truly standing in the light, then you know that that you do not need to protect yourselves, because you already hold the light. No one can take the light from you. But in fact, your job is to shine the light for others who have forgotten theirs. To hold such an amount of hate, when I think of people right now holding hate, it is difficult to forgive that person. And remember that forgiveness is not about condoning someone's behavior. It's about not letting that event still hold pain over you. And something that was described to me recently that's really beautiful is that you're not forgiving or condoning the person for their actions, but you are simply forgiving the person for not being able to live in alignment to their soul. When you are truly living in alignment to your soul, which is the light of pure love, then there's absolutely no way you could perform any act of hate. And so for those of us that are desiring to live in alignment with our own souls, that are doing the work to live in light most of the time, our job is not to condemn others, to push them away, to make them wrong or bad. But our job is to hold the light where they have forgotten, for us to stay in alignment to our soul selves and see them through that lens with compassion and love while still holding the line firm. What you did was not okay. But perhaps through compassion, we can understand each other more. So what I hope is that you're starting to see the difference between separateness and oneness. Separateness, in whatever side you're on, okay? Whether you, well, everyone thinks they're on the good guy side, so separateness of any kind holds the belief that you need to protect, keep the bad guys out. And what our soul knows to be true and believes is that we are not separate. We are one. And just like the child example, if we condemn others and push them away, there's no growth or learning. To have compassion and curiosity, we can draw them closer, help them to feel safe. As soon as we condemn them, make them wrong and bad, they don't feel safe. Safe to open up, safe to share where their beliefs are coming from, safe to even question their own beliefs. And if we think about how the brain works, in order for the brain to loosen its grip on its beliefs, so remember that the brain is holding on to specific beliefs because it believes it's the way to survive. So if someone is holding a belief that a certain race is superior, or that there's a need for separation, they're holding on to it as a survival mechanism. And if you judge them saying that's wrong, that's bad, they're going to hold it even tighter in their subconscious. If you are able to truly hold the light, then you can hold a space, an invitation of saying, those beliefs are not true. You are not bad or wrong. And can we have a conversation? And this is where it gets a lot trickier than just saying bad, push out, like-minded, stay close. This is another level of work where we must be truly humbled and truly compassionate and really hold the light that we are safe in order to invite those conversations without judgment. And remember that that person has just forgotten or never learned how to live in this lifetime in alignment to their soul. And if you push them away, judge them, or wish they were locked up and gone forever, that they will never, or they will miss that opportunity to see something different. It will affirm their reason to hold tight to those negative beliefs. But if you truly believe in oneness, then that includes everybody, even those stuck in the dark. And this is an invitation to step into the light with gentleness, kindness, compassion. I hope that's helpful for a lot of you as you are trying to navigate these times. Not sure what the right thing is, but to give some clarity on the bigger picture of what oneness truly means, and how I deeply, deeply believe that we will heal as a collective. I wish you a blessed day. Be well.